Howdy on a Monday, my creepy companions. Little different coming from you on location. And where is it that I'd be heading on a Monday afternoon? Why, to the cinema, of course. So today I'm checking out Fantastic Four: First Steps. I'm taking you with me. We're going to see it. I can't film in the theater because that's not morally correct. But I'm taking you with me on the way there. Coffee's hot. Don't think they're gonna let me take it into the theater, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like if you buy tickets and other snacks while you're there, you should be entitled to a cup of coffee that you bring, right? Come on, start a petition. Uh-oh, we're moving. There she is, folks. All right, we're here at the movies. Check back with you when I come out. I know it's 90 degrees out here, but I'm bringing a hoodie just in case. It's always cold in there. See you on the flip. Let's hope this is a good one.
Jumping for it. Four! Slam! Go, four, Bob!
Well, I did it. I saw Fantastic Four: First Steps in 3D. I was the only one in the theater at 1 o'clock on a Monday. Who'd have thunk it? Luckily, it's 98 degrees, so my coffee's still hot that sat in the car for 2 hours. Right off the bat, I gotta say, very impressed. I liked it a lot. More to come in just a second. Now that it's been a second, let's talk about this movie. So, great movie watching experience. I had the theater to myself. So dark in there. I had the perfect row right in the center. 3D. Awesome. Those are aspects that enhanced an already pretty darn good movie. I highly enjoyed this one. It was a good watch. So I got a lot of positive to say about this movie, but let's go with the little bit of nitpicky stuff that I have with it first, which is honestly not much. I think I really only have one nitpicky little negative thing to say about this movie, and it's the fact that they used a lot of montages. That's it. That's the only thing that really stuck with me as I was watching this movie. I was like, okay, it's like the 5th music montage we're doing. That's a lot. It definitely paces the movie. It feels quick. They don't focus too much on an origin story, which I like. They do a quick 5-minute little flashback, little film of what happened, how they got their powers in space and came back, and they've been the Fantastic Four for 4 years, which is a funny little anecdote for the film. Aside from the use of montages, which just help speed things up because you don't want a long origin story, I really like this movie. I thought the pacing was well. I was getting upset when it was coming towards the end because it was done well. So if you remember the early 2000s Fantastic Four where they had Galactus and he was a puff of smoke, it's basically the same storyline. Galactus comes, they send the Herald as the Silver Surfer, but basically warn the planet, Galactus is coming, it's an honor, spend time with your loved ones, you're about to die, the whole planet's going to be consumed. Enter the Fantastic Four, who then try to stop the Silver Surfer and Galactus. So if you took that movie from the 2000s, Rise of the Silver Surfer, it's basically that film, but a lot better. I can't say enough how they grounded the Human Torch. He's not just this womanizing, whatever, Chris Evans. Not that I hated it, it was comical for the time, but this one just feels more human, if that makes sense. I liked the dynamic of the family. They all seem like they were a family. They get along, they quarrel, they get along. It was well casted. I didn't have an issue with anybody that played anybody. I thought for a minute Pedro Pascal would be too big of a star to play Reed Richards, but he plays it very well. He wears the weight of his intelligence, and you can see it. He did a good job with it. Sue Storm, more powerful than ever. I definitely like that. I know I've heard a few complaints about her pushing Galactus kind of there at the end. Personally, I feel like Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, her powers are very underrated a lot of the time. In the comics, she's very powerful. She's very underutilized, and I feel like this movie will kick off her being one of the bigger, more powerful characters of the Marvel Universe. Bringing us to Ben Grimm, love the Thing in this movie. Started clean-shaven, had the beard by the end. The comical exchanges between him and Johnny Storm are well-written, well-timed. It was good, enjoyable. I liked this portrayal of the Thing a lot better. He had a little bit of that, I used to be human and now I'm the Thing, but it wasn't his whole character. He was helpful, he was funny, he interacted with everybody, the people loved him. It wasn't this, I'm the thing, I'm cursed, I just want to be human, I hate you, Reed, change me back, like the other films and a lot of the comics. He was just happy to be the thing. He's showing off to kids, he's lifting cars, he's embracing his strength, he's punching aliens. Like, it's what you want in a Fantastic Four movie. At least what I want. I had no issue with the recasting of Silver Surfer. Loved that character. Thought it was awesome. Super powerful. Meshing through everything. Just super fast, super strong. Awesome contribution to the film. Loved it. And here we go, baby. Galactus. Let me tell you, I've never been more happy, maybe except for No Way Home, than to see a comic accurate Galactus on screen. It's not a stupid ball of smoke. They changed his eyes. He had the lit up eyes. They had his purple eyeballs underneath of that. He had his ship. He had the World Eater. You saw the machines grinding it up and feeding him through these tubes. And dude, the entrance when the Fantastic Four is standing there and they look like specks. And Galactus is back there and his eyes light up and you see the scale of him. That amazing shot. This whole movie scales everything amazingly. You feel like you're so small compared to this ginormous world that they've built. The scaling of the shots where people are this small and it's reminiscent of a Star Wars film where you see these giant space stations and hideaways and they're just enormous. It feels a lot like that, but also grounded in a way that you're in New York City, you're in Times Square, you're in this weird where everything looks 1950s but is also futuristic technology. I really kind of like that aesthetic. I like the world that they built, the kind of pops of colors and the kind of old school broadcasting on the TVs and even Times Square. It's not just flat screens. They look like 1950s like big tube TVs with the glass front and the frame. So cool. But honestly, I had a good time watching this movie. I kind of went in just thinking, Fantastic Four, let's see what happens. And I was very surprised. I had a great time watching this movie. I'll probably see it again. I don't think anything's going to beat the by myself 3D experience, but it's definitely worth a watch. Oh, post-credits scene. Don't want to give away too much, but wow. Alright, setting up some stuff. Marvel been slacking a little bit here lately. I'm just not interested in the stories. But this, I liked. I did enjoy the new Captain America movie. I like the new Fantastic Four. Things might be changing. I'm here for it. Alrighty, my fellow recluses. I will see you next Monday. Definitely check out Fantastic Four First Steps. You won't waste your time. It's good. Very good. And as always, stop on by the Box Office Buzz 302 channel anytime you need your daily dose of entertainment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.